Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another cigar review brought to you guys by the team here at Don't Inhale. You already know who the hell I am. So let's just get to talking about this cigar that I smoked in this session. In this session, I smoked on the Oscar. Hey, Mr. E, is it like Oscar or like Oscar or like...
Oscar.
Oh, Oscar. How do you say his last name? Valladares?
Valladares, yeah.
Okay, all right. Valladares. Oscar Valladares, the Wild Hunter in the Natural and the Toro Vitola, which is a 6x52. Right off the bat, I gave this cigar an 8.3 out of 10 overall. It was a really pleasant smoking experience, and this is the breakdown as to why I gave it that score. So as usual, some background. This cigar is a Honduran puro, which means wrapper, binder, filler, all from Honduras. So there's two versions, the Natural and the Maduro. And the wrappers for both of these cigars come from the Copan region in Honduras. So right off the bat, the texture of this cigar in hand, it was a pretty solid pack. It wasn't like a densely packed cigar, but it was just a uniform pack. The texture on the wrapper overall was pretty smooth. It was reminiscent of like felt material. The smell of the wrapper gave me a fermented hay kind of smell, and the foot of the cigar gave off a milk chocolate aroma. For this session, I decided to go with the guillotine cut, and you can see the cap of the cigar is very well constructed. It looks like there's like a triple or a quadruple cap on the cigar even. The cold draw of the cigar gave me a clove spice kind of flavor to it. And if you look at the cigar, like the band of the cigar slid off really easily, and people say, when a band of a cigar can just be taken off easily like that, that's a good sign that the cigar is primed and ready to be smoked. So I lit it, and after initial combustion, it gave me this fresh pine sweetness to it, and it was a long finish of a hazelnut coffee creamer sweetness to it. Off the retrohale, I gotta say, this cigar is the first cigar I've ever retroed where there was no spice whatsoever out the sinus, and it gave a very nice caramel coffee flavor profile. So then I smoked through the first third. Off the first third, I got this fresh floral cologne kind of taste with a creamy milk chocolate finish. And like the milk chocolate was more like it wasn't like a Nesquik, that heavy like Nesquik milk chocolate taste. It was more like a Milo creamy milk chocolate taste. And out the retrohale, I got a very smooth retro, no spice at all. It was sweet with a buttery finish, and the burn line was very good for this first third. Then I smoked through the second third, and out the second third, it gave a milk bread with chocolate flavor. There was some hints of this savory barbecue dry rub to it. And out the retro, it gave a slightly spiced, now the spice was there but very minimal. It was slightly spiced breadiness with a creamy caramel finish. Again, the burn line still was very good in this section as well. And then finally, I smoked through the final third. And in the final third, that creamy milk chocolate turned into more of a dark, like decadent chocolate taste. There was like a cherry flavor profile to the palate. And then out the retrohale, it gave this like creamy and then fruit-like taste. Kind of like, I like compared it to durian, like that kind of creaminess. But, people often say durian smells like shit, but I don't know. It was okay to me, I guess, because I'm from that region. And then there was barely any floral spice. So yeah, overall, I mean, the retrohale on all three segments of the cigar were really smooth. No stinging spice on the sinus at all. And once again, it still maintained a very good burn line all the way down to the final third. I would say the body of the cigar is medium body. Like, the flavors were, there, but it didn't, linger on the palate for a long time. So yeah, I gave it like a medium, maybe like medium minus for the body. Strength, I would say, is mild, no nicotine buzz at all. So overall, I gave the flavor an 8 out of 10. Construction, I gave it an 8 out of 10, even though the burn line was, very even and the ash was strong. The score got taken off of the construction because the draw was a bit tight for my preference. I prefer a more open draw. And then for price, it was $11. And when I think of this cigar versus other $11 cigars that I've smoked, I mean, this one is pretty up there. So I gave it a 9 out of 10 for price, because I would definitely recommend this cigar to, anyone that's looking for a cigar within this price range. So then that brought the total to 25 out of 30, which equates to about an 8.3 out of 10. So yeah, that's my breakdown of the Oscar Valladares Wild Hunter Natural in the Toro Vitola. And thanks for watching. And until next time, you already know the drill. Don't inhale.